So notice that when you come back here, I've messed with it a little bit. I didn't like what I said, so I changed to Celebrating Creativity from Springfield College to the month of February. I did a little work on it because I didn't like what I said. This is all coming in caps, so I really need to think about that. And again, I'm using I'm using Ash as a theme, but I'm using this theme, and this will be the first theme you start with. So here's the select an fav icon. Now, what is a fav icon? This is the icon that when you save it to your phone and you get the little phone icon like this. That's what a fav icon is. So they're really important so that you know when you're working on it, say it was somebody who was doing their site, they could go in and edit it actually from their phone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to Photoshop, and let me go back and show you one more thing. Here it tells you the site icon should be square and 15 by 15 pixels. So let's go back to Photoshop. Okay, and I'm going to play with that because I really want to do something a little interesting with this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my crop, and I'm going to set it to 512 pixels by 512. Okay, so I've got a little square action going on here, and I'm going to play with this. I want to have this, I have a little bit of that, but I don't want much. And maybe I'll go with that like that. Okay. So, didn't like it. Let's try it again. I can spend hours, literally hours playing with this. So I think we'll have to go with, I wonder if we have the trees instead. Let's go with the trees. Oops. Always happens. All right, I'm going to use that for right now. So, because I got a little bit of something going on there. And I'm now going to put the text in. I'm going to make sure Bradley Hand is not what I want. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to make it my personal favorite. And this is just me as Mom's Typewriter, which I got from 1001 Fonts. I've been using it forever. And I'm going to type in, what is it doing? Oh, it's on another thing. Remember always with Photoshop is if you go to, if whatever you decide you've left it at, that's where it's at. So I'm going to use the horizontal type tool and I'm going to type in thing, nice spelling Ruth, thing a day 2021. Okay, now I got to highlight that. I'm going to center it. And this is so that anybody who wants to use this on their phone will be able to get to it easier. I'm going to size it up. I'm actually going to hold the shift key and make this a little odd shape. That should do it. And I think I've got to make that white. All right, let's change this to, I've got it highlighted, so now I'm going to change the color up here to white because that'll make it as easy as possible to read. Because remember, this thing is going to be the size of half a minute. It is going to be the size, oops, like, let me show this. Okay. So let's go back to Photoshop. And I'm going to say File, Save As, and I'm going to save that, oops, my bad, File, Export, a quick export as a PNG, and I'm going to call this Fav Icon 1, again, because I never know how many there's going to be. So now I've got that. I'm going to go to my new tab, and I'm going to say, show me my fav icons. And I'm going to go to my fav icon generator. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. There it is. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. All right. And we're going to browse image, and we're going to, because it actually has its very own, like PNG, TIFF, it's got its own fav icon. So there's my fav icon. Open it. Dun, 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 dun. All right. And I'm going to generate for maintain. Okay. Great fav icon. And there we go. All right. So now I've got all this coding. It has given me all sorts of coding, and it's calling an Apple Touch. So now I'm going to need to put this in my code. Actually, I shouldn't have to. Let me see. Download. Download it. There we go. Let's download it. All right. Okay, so there it is. I downloaded it. Look, it's giving me in all different sizes. All right, so now I'll be able to go over to my find your right place. No, there it is. My favicon. I'm going to say this. I'm going to call this select icon. I'm going to upload the file, and I'm going to look here. Where's that? There's. No, it's giving to me in a lot of different sizes. Maybe I'll just be able to do it this way. It might just let me do it this way. Let's try this. Let me just try uploading that. There we go. Okay, I just uploaded it. I think it lets me do it this way. So select, check, and that's going to be my favicon. So see, there it is. Now you can actually read it. It says thing a day, and this will appear if you download it, if you put it on your own screen.